done is I've just started this burner that's mounted on a boiler, and Jim's going to move in and look at the flame ignition. Okay, so now I'm going to kill that by turning off the toggle switch on the back of this VR20. Okay, so let's assume now that we're going to run our first in maintenance. The first thing we want to do is turn off our gate valve or ball valve that feeds the oil into the burner. So we'll turn that off. Okay, so that's done. And what we're going to do now is, with the drip tray sitting under the burner gun to catch any oil, I'm just going to demonstrate just opening up that drain cock we were talking about earlier, and that oil in there, you can see it's nice and dribbly and black. That's what you're looking for. So if there was any water in there, that would have just all dribbled out just then. Okay, so that's one of the first things you'd do. Okay, so what are we going to do next? What we'll do next is to just have a quick look at this degassing coupler. I'll just grab a torch to show everybody. Just grab a torch to show everybody that there is oil in that pipe. There is oil in that, so that's what you need. You need a flashlight to tell you whether that oil's in there or not. Okay, so that's kind of worth demonstrating too. Okay, the next thing we'll do in our first in, maybe after 2 weeks, maybe after 4 weeks of running period, is these two filters we were talking about. So we've turned off the oil supply. What I'm going to do now is just drain a lot of that oil and open up that little stopcock again.
Now turn it up. Got to drain in the bucket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what might speed things up a little bit here is in this oil supply setup we've got a drain tap here, so just to speed things up we'll drain all the oil out of our system. Okay, so that'll get most of it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is to grab our 32mm ring spanner. If you don't have 32mm ring spanner, you just use the shifter obviously, and give this main filter a tap. And it's always a good idea if you do it in the right direction. Okay, so position your drip tray underneath there, and we'll just pull this out. And you might have to watch it here because the oil can be quite hot. And there's a fair bit of oil there. Okay, so just drain that out. Now you can see there's our 1mm mesh main oil filter. That's quite clean. Where you often get a lot of goo and like waxy sludge is down the middle there. You just want to flush that out with water or a bit of petrol or Kero and wipe it off, and then that's done. Okay, now the next thing you'll do is down the bottom of this chamber, you'll grab your toothbrush or your little brush, and while you're there you want to remove all that sludge. So you'll grab your brush here, and insert it in the chamber, and just give that a good scrub around to remove any sludge and stuff that's in there. And normally what we do is I just poke my fingers in there and you can feel any sludge that's in there, and that one's quite clean. This has only burned a couple of thousand litres of oil, so it's not too bad. Okay, so we're pretty much done there. So we clean our main filter and put it back in. So, you know, it's not exactly a back-breaking procedure, but it's very important. And grab your 32mm spanner and just pinch it up a little bit. There's a gasket on there. You don't have to lean on it. Okay, now the next thing we'll do is we'll go back to our Y strainer here, and you do have to be a bit careful because this is a bit delicate on this leg here. So we'll grab a shifter, and when we come back we'll have a look at just removing that filter.